Okay, 2025 has been the year of some really unexpected things. Like the definition of a flagship is changing, phone components and phone prices. Well, it's just like the stock price of Cyan Agrico. Joke nahi samjha na? Google it. Jokes apart, in the middle of all this chaos, there's iQOO, a brand known for giving insane performance devices on budget, mid-range and flagship. But seems like all of this might change this year with the all-new iQOO 15. Yes, the same iQOO that was making performance-centric phones, it is now making an all-rounder flagship phone. And I know exactly what you're thinking. Are these claims true, or is it just another marketing gimmick? And if that's the case, is this the most value for money flagship right now? People are really hyped about this. I'm hyped about this. Pratik, TechWiser, let's quest on and on and on and on. So you get a big box here. Inside you get the phone, a color matching case, that's really nice, some paperwork, a 100-watt fast flash charger, a Type-C to Type-C cable along with a SIM ejector tool. So everything that you need with the phone, it is still inside the box. Good, kudos for this flagship trend. Now, the first thing that grabs your attention here is the design. It follows a similar design what the iQOO 12 and iQOO 13 had. From far away, you can tell it's an iQOO flagship. The change this time here is, it is completely flat. If you see the iQOO 13 here, around the edges, there are curves. But in the iQOO 15, well, it's all flat and it can stand on its own. Another thing that you might notice here is now the iQOO 15 doesn't have that BMW logo anymore. Instead, it has a checkered flag here which is used in racing like F1, Le Mans, etc. with a monster inside written on it. The back here has a matte finish, so no more fingerprint smudges. The iQOO 15 comes in two colors, this Legend and Alpha. Now the Alpha variant has a fiberglass on the back. Now the side frames here are made up of aluminium alloy this time. It has a matte finish as well. So the moment you hold the phone in your hands, it feels like a premium matured flagship phone. Also considering the battery size, it also feels pretty light in the hand. It weighs about 216 to 218 grams. Now the back here is also glass. It has short sensation of protection. And for those accidental splashes, the iQOO 15 has an IP68 plus IP69 rating, so it can handle all those watery things. And how can we forget this? Is it visible? See. The iQOO 15 also comes with this monster halo light. Now you can set the light to glow for notifications or keep it on all the time. Plus you can set the light color to be single color, or you can even have a gradient as well if you feel fancy. But if you see side by side with the iQOO 13, there is a bit of change as well. The halo light is under the camera now instead of around it, and the way it radiates color, it looks so aesthetic. So overall in terms of design, the iQOO 15 still retains whatever it had in iQOO 13, but also brings up good amount of update to make it more flagshipy. Now another thing that is not very usual like other flagships is the battery. Usually the flagships come with a 5000 mAh battery, but the iQOO 15 here comes with a 7000 mAh lithium ion battery with silicon carbon anode. Now in my short usage of playing games, watching movies, clicking pictures and scrolling reels, the battery here lasted more than a day on a single charge. Now speaking of charging, the iQOO 15 supports 100-watt fast flash charging, and when you plug in the phone, you see two options, normal and high speed. Now this is actually good because when you're charging your phone overnight, you can just leave it in normal mode. It takes about 40 minutes to top up the phone, but when you are in an urgency, you can put it in high speed mode and it charges way faster. Now some smartphone makers usually bury this under the settings and you never enable it, but good to see that it is just right up there. Now every iQOO flagship has a good battery life and fast charging speeds, but the iQOO 15 is the first phone to have wireless charging support. Plus there's also reverse wireless charging as well. So in battery and charging here, the iQOO 15 is truly well-rounded with all those flagship features. Now flipping the phone to the front, the iQOO 15 has a 6.8-inch 2K display, and it's a new display panel that they have co-developed with Samsung. Now in terms of glass protection, it has its self-developed concentration display protection. In terms of color and clarity, I was watching Family Man on Amazon Prime. Colors brightness are pretty good, but season 3 Family Man was okay. Oh, sorry for the spoilers. Now if I play the same content side by side on the iPhone 17 Pro, the iQOO 15 display actually looks good. On Netflix there is support for HDR10, Dolby Vision and HDR10 Plus as well. Now I was using the phone quite a lot for navigation or booking rides. The display was pretty bright. Overall in terms of display, the iQOO 15 feels just like a flagship phone. Now coming to the software, this is honestly one of the biggest changes this year. For the first time, an iQOO phone comes out of the box with the all-new Origin OS 6 and it is based on Android 16. And now people who have used FunTouch OS, you can actually feel the difference the moment you unlock the phone. It looks completely different from FunTouch OS. The icons are redesigned. It has the new Origin design. Next, the control center, everything's been refreshed. The notification panel now has this card style layout, cleaner, more organized, and the color palette is softer. The icons are minimal yet detailed. Now in terms of animation, not only are the looks changed, but the way everything moves is next level. Even the lock screen customization has improved quite a lot. You get different clock styles, widgets and themes. And yes, the design feels a little familiar. You might have seen something similar on a very popular Fruity phone. Just saying. Here's where Origin OS 6 gets really smart, Origin Island. So if I play songs on YouTube Music here and if I swipe, the music goes to Dynamic Island. Origin Island. But the moment I go to the home screen from YouTube Music, app just flies in and goes to the Origin Island. Now if you order something from Zomato, the live activity comes up on the Origin Island. Then there is a feature called Super Drag. If you have a photo that you have to upload to Instagram story, you can just drag the photo, go to the Origin Island, you get to select Instagram stories, boom, done. And it has this nice quirky suggestions, like sometimes if I just copy a phone number, it will suggest to save it as a new contact on the island. I found this very useful. Now these days, many people have a MacBook plus Android phone. If you install the Vivo Office Kit on a MacBook, you can connect your phone and done. You can use your phone from a Mac, transfer files, and to share files with an iQOO and Vivo phone, just bring the phones closer and done. Now, in order to do this with iPhone, you have to install the Easy Share app, and then again file sharing is sorted. In the gallery, you get AI upscaler, AI color adjustment, image expansion, and they work flawlessly. Now, we have made a separate video on Origin OS where we have covered all these features in detail, and you can check the video out over here or here after watching this one. Overall, in terms of software, the software on the iQOO 15 is finally now way improved and more polished. Now, coming to the strongest part of iQOO phones, performance. The iQOO 15 comes with the all-new flagship Snapdragon 8 Elite Gen 5 along with UFS 4.1 storage. So we ran the AnTuTu benchmark, was somewhere around 37.8 lakh. And of course, it also got a bit warm. We even ran the CPU throttling benchmark, and after 10 to 12 minutes, you can see it throttled a little bit. In the 3D Mark Wildlife Extreme Stress Test, it showed a stability of 55%. Now, all benchmarks suggest that the stability is not that great, but is that the same case in real life? So we played BGMI, you can play it at 120 FPS, the gameplay here is good. Plus in game mode, you get super resolution and frame rate. So if you enable that, you can play BGMI at 144 FPS. Now this is possible due to iQOO's self-developed supercomputing chip Q3. It enhances the visual processing and frame interpolation here. So the game graphics also look more detailed, plus more frames. Next, we pushed it a bit further by playing Wuthering Waves at max settings. Here also the gameplay was smoother. The phone got slightly warm. Now apart from gaming, other real life tasks like video editing, I have the same 4K project on the iQOO 15 and 17 Pro. iQOO 15 exported the video faster than the iPhone. I think we should stop using iPhone from next on. It loses to every freaking Android flagship. Overall in performance, iQOO was and it is still one of the best flagship phones. Now coming to the part which makes a flagship phone complete, cameras. The iQOO 15 has a 50 megapixel triple camera setup. Now the third camera here is the periscope camera back from the iQOO 12. They had removed it in iQOO 13. So we clicked some photos here in low light. It clicks good pictures. The light control here is pretty good. Even if you zoom in a bit, you can see it has details. This is India Gate photo. This is 1x and now this is 30x. See the details. The text is so sharp. Even in 50x, the details here are solid. In 100x, photos get a bit softer but still usable. In the daytime also, until 50x, 60x, the photos are good. In 100x, the photos of the objects are sharp, but for text, the AI tries to reconstruct the text and sometimes it misses it a bit. In 1x and 3x photos in daylight, the details again are good. Even the skin tone is good for most part, but at times, the skin tone is inconsistent. Sometimes it makes the skin just pink, plus there is a bit of difference in skin tone. The same photo in normal and portrait mode has a bit of color difference. In videos, you can shoot max at 8K. In 4K, you can shoot max at 60 FPS, and this is how video quality is. On the front, you get a 32 megapixel selfie camera. The pictures from it are good and consistent. In videos, again, from the front camera, you can shoot in 4K 60 FPS. So finally, we can say like 4K on selfie camera has now become very common. Overall in camera, the hardware is definitely flagship level. The processing right now is a bit inconsistent, which I believe can be fixed later on with software updates. And given the track record of iQOO software updates, I believe it should be done later on. So this was all about the new iQOO 15. Now to answer the question about iQOO claiming this to be an all-rounder flagship, well, definitely yes. See, earlier the iQOO flagships were more performance-driven, but they lagged in certain aspects. But now with the iQOO 15, the design camera is just like any other flagship. And iQOO listening to the community feedback and bringing Origin OS, that is a masterstroke. Origin OS is huge improvement. The iQOO 15 12 plus 250GB variant starts around 72,999, and with card offers and all, you can get it for 65,000. If you pre-book the iQOO 15, the sale starts from 27th November. For others, the sale starts on 1st December on Amazon and iQOO eStore. The best part of iQOO phones is you get the after-sales support in Vivo's service centers. They have over 700 plus service centers in India. So coming to the second question we raised in the intro, is it value for money? Well, yes. It's not just iQOO 15. See, every other flagship that will launch in 2025 or going forward will have an increased price. The component and RAM prices are increasing due to AI, so you will see that price bump in every phone. And considering if you can get this phone at 65,000, you have 8 Elite Gen 5, and with all the camera hardware and wireless charging flagship features, majorly Origin OS, this seems like a really good offering to consider. Now, let us know in the comments if you want to see a long-term review of the iQOO 15 or you want us to compare this to other flagships. We'll do that in a week or so. On that note, this is signing off. See you in the next video. Pew pew pew.